Up next on Connections, we'll have an update on 3-track progress. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Using technology to make bus travel more predictable, the latest on the Bus Tracker program. Why fumble with coins and cash when you can use plastic to pay for the commute? A look at the promising days ahead for the Howard Station. And art is in the eye of the customer. A look at the CTA's latest artistic offerings. The CTA, working hard to improve, committed to quality, and its riders. Welcome to Connections. The CTA, delivering quality, affordable transit that links people, jobs, and communities. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections. If you ride the Brown Line, you've probably noticed some big changes in recent months. The ongoing 3-track project is entering a new phase, and the CTA wants you to know exactly how it will affect your commute.
During the first phase of 3-track operation, what we did was we pretty much ran normal southbound service at Fullerton and Belmont, and we altered the northbound service because we had one of the northbound tracks under construction. This phase is going to be exactly the opposite, where we take one of the inbound or southbound tracks out of service for construction, and we have both of the normal northbound tracks in service.
At both Belmont and Fullerton stations, in order to make them ADA accessible, which is another main goal of the project, we need to get elevators onto both of those platforms. In order to do that, the platforms have to become wider, so our construction requires us to move everything to the east, and we have to rebuild each track and each platform as we move from east to west.
In March, 2 stations were reopened for riders, and 2 more are being temporarily closed to continue construction.
We opened up the Southport station, which is now open and passengers are using that station. We then closed Paulina station, which is an adjacent station to Southport, so that is now closed for construction for up to a year. We also opened the Diversity station with a temporary station, so we could then close Wellington station. And this allows us to run our 8 cars on the Brown Line a little ahead of our original schedule.
Customers should continue checking CTA's Brown Line website, ctabrownline.com, to learn more about station openings, closings, and other 3-track information.
The communities around the stations that have been completed are happy with the new stations, and the ones that are still undergoing some of the impact from the construction, we continue to work with them, keep them notified of upcoming construction events, so it's going pretty well.
We always have signage printed up and put in place out there for customers that's coming through the station to see these signs and, of course, help them along their way. And we also have extra employees assigned to really answer questions and address any other issues that the customer might have.
We're going to continue to move ahead with getting stations online. Some of the next stations to be opened and completed are our Armitage station, our Chicago station. Those will be getting completed in the next few months. And then we'll continue our work at Belmont and Fullerton now that we've started our 3-track in the other direction.
So remember, while construction is going on, the best advice is to leave early, leave late, alternate. For many people, carrying cash is a thing of the past. The CTA recognizes this and is making it easier than ever to add value to a transit card or to even buy a new one. All you need is a little plastic.
I'm pleased to announce that CTA has installed new Express Farecard vending machines that accept credit cards. Now, CTA customers who prefer to conduct their transactions with a credit or debit card instead of cash will have a faster, more convenient option available for the purchase of their CTA fare media. These machines will also help to attract new customers. The ease of being able to quickly purchase the fare media without having to carry cash will help make mass transit a more attractive travel option.
Well, we wanted to add additional conveniences for our customers. Adding a credit card is an option we don't have today except on passes. So we wanted to add the convenience on stored value cards and Chicago card to give people a method to use their credit cards.
The Express Farecard vending machine is designed to be an easy and convenient option to add value to fare media.
The minimum value that can be added to your credit card and added to the magnetic strip transit card or Chicago card is $5. And as a security measure, the maximum value that can be charged to a credit card is $25 per day. The new machines are easier to use with improved features such as touchscreen displays, paper receipts for each transaction, and visual instructions. Instructions are provided in Braille and raised lettering for people who are visually impaired. Hearing impaired customers can access audio instructions by inserting headphones into the machine.
You'll be adding value. You have three choices: buy card, add value, or read card. So I will add value, hit continue, go on to the next screen. At this time it's asking me to touch my Chicago card. I touch it. Then I have the option of adding value. I will pick $5, then I will insert my card. Now I want to double check the value, make sure it's on here. At this point I can walk up to the machine and press read card, or I can simply just touch the card. It will show me I have a remaining balance of $94, tells me when the card expires, and the AFC serial number.
The new machines are located at the Merchandise Mart, the O'Hare Blue Line Station, the Midway Orange Line Station, the Jackson Blue Line Station, the 95th Street Red Line Station, and the Clark and Lake Station at the Thompson Center. A total of 50 more Express Fare Card machines will be installed over the next 4 months at more than 45 CTA rail stations.
These Express vending machines will be replacing some of the vending machines at the stations, and we're going to relocate the TCVM to a station that currently only has one vending machine.
The Express Fare Card vending machines take Visa, MasterCard, Discover Card, and American Express. And how about the perfect gift for someone special?
One of the things the CTA has been monitoring is the increased use of gift cards around the holiday season and other times. So MasterCard, Visa, and American Express gift cards will work on our machines as well. So if someone wants to give someone a gift, we encourage them to give them the gift of transit and buy them a gift card.
In the future, there will also be Express Fare Card vending machines in places like museums and visitor centers.
CTA understands the importance of providing our customers with more convenient services. Investing in the new Express Fare Card machines is just the first step we're taking in upgrading and modernizing stations for our riders. Allowing customers the option of using credit cards is one more way we are trying to be responsive to their needs.
Just one more convenience the CTA is adding to make transit easier for you.
Just ahead on Connections, new technology to combat a frustrating condition called bus bunching.
So have you noticed any changes on the CTA lately?
Somewhat.
Okay.
The trains are running a little bit faster, I think.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
More clean. I've observed more cleanliness in bus and train.
I haven't seen like big changes. However, today I'm waiting here a little bit longer than normal.
No, it's kind of the same as it always has been.
Have you noticed anything on the buses?
I don't really ride the bus that often. Although there's one I do sometimes that seems to run a lot more frequently than it used to. It used to be a joke in the neighborhood that when the number 11 came by, just get on it because there might not be another one anytime soon. So it's not so much like that anymore.
Combining technology and teamwork while delivering dependable, affordable transit. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections.
We've all been there, waiting at the bus stop, wondering when the bus will arrive. Well, take heart. The CTA is expanding its bus tracker program. It's designed to let customers know estimated arrival times for the buses and to let commuters see where buses are located along the routes.
The way Bus Tracker works is the buses are equipped with a GPS or global positioning system that feeds information to a central database, giving customers and managers and supervisors an indication of where that bus is on the route.
Bus Tracker is a great tool that allows our customers to know exactly when a bus is going to arrive and where it's going to arrive, which should ultimately make their experience on the CTA much better because they can plan. But even more important than that, it's a great management tool for the CTA. It will allow our supervisors to respond in real time and better manage our bus fleet on the street, which means there'll be less bus bunching, and it'll mean that customers will have more evenly spaced buses, which ultimately means they'll be waiting less for a bus.
Bus supervisors are excited about the system because it's making their jobs easier.
As a supervisor, I'm expected to monitor the service on a daily basis. What the computer does is it allows the supervisor to know when there will be a delay in service, when we have bus bunching, and we can also contact another co-worker where the problem is and have someone assist us if we're unable to get to the location.
The supervisors are going to benefit greatly because of Bus Tracker. The job of a supervisor is to make sure there's regularly interval bus service on a route. Using the Bus Tracker, they can watch out for signs of big gaps or bus bunching.
As additional routes are added to Bus Tracker, customers will be able to better plan their commutes.
Our customers should look forward to this technology because it will provide them with better information. Something that we constantly get from feedback from our customers is they want to be able to plan their trip better. They want to have a better sense of how long they'll be waiting. Bus Tracker is that important tool which will provide them with the information that they need to make better predictions about their travel.
Commuters are going to benefit by knowing exactly when that next bus is coming to their designated stop. They've got 5 minutes, they know to wrap up, get their coat on and head to the stop.
It should help you in reducing your actual waiting time at the bus locations and at the bus stops. It'll also provide you with more accurate data where you can make informed decisions on when your bus will be at your stop, how long before it gets there. So it's just giving you more information.
At a recent press conference, CTA President Ron Huberman announced the first of more than 150 routes that will be added to the Bus Tracker program.
CTA is expanding the number of bus routes available to customers on the Bus Tracker website. Beginning Monday, April 7th, customers will have access to not only the number 20 bus, but to an additional 13 routes.
On April 7th, customers can go to www.ctabustracker.com and check their bus route. These routes will be available online. Number 35, 35th Street. Number 39, Pershing. Number 43, 43rd Street. Number 49, Western. Number X49, Western Express. Number 54B, South Cicero. Number 55A, 55th Austin. Number 55N, 55th Narragansett. Number 62, Archer. Number 62H, Archer Harlem. Number 63W, West 63rd Street. Number 94, South California. Number 165, West 65th Street. CTA will continue adding routes and will have all bus routes online in the next 12 months.
There's two ways that you can view the information. There's an estimated time arrival page, as well as a bus location map. And on each one of the views, there are predicted times and a visual display that you can use to determine when you need to leave to catch a bus.
The feedback we've been getting from the general public and as well as the co-workers is that it's going great. The delays have been minimized due to being able to correct the problem in a timely fashion. The standing on a bus stop, we're waiting for 5-10 minutes and 3 buses arrive. That has decreased tremendously.
We will certainly be the largest transit agency with the largest bus fleet to be launching a pilot this large and ultimately a system that is this large. And so we're excited to be pioneers in many ways of this technology in a system as large as ours, and we're confident we're going to make it work.
So when you see that CTA vehicle driving around, you'll know that every effort is being made to improve the reliability of bus service. Do you think you have what it takes to be a CTA bus operator? Well, if you do, now's your chance. The CTA is planning to fill more than 400 part-time bus operator positions this year.
We need to hire over 400 bus operators during 2008 to meet all of our needs with our construction season and with employees transitioning to full-time operators or simply leaving the authority. So we need to make sure that we have a lot of operators for this year to hire.
CTA is holding job fairs around the city in order to find the large amount of operators they need to hire.
The number one thing we're looking for is strong customer service skills. That is the number one thing that we're looking for in our operators. We're able to train operators to operate the bus, but the one thing that people have to bring to the table is strong customer service skills.
There are a few qualifications that future bus operators need.
At a minimum, to apply for the job, you must be 21 years old, and also you either have to have a commercial driver's license or you have to have a commercial driver's license permit. And in order to get the permit, you simply go to the Secretary of State's office. There's a $50 fee, and you take a written examination. And in addition to that, you have to have a court purposes driving record that you have to provide to us. And we go 10 years back, so it's usually a 2-page court purposes driving abstract that you have to have. There are plenty of people that will come to the job fair without this information or without a permit. So what we provide for them when they come is the study guide with all the information you need to go and apply for your permit with the Secretary of State's office and let you know what all the fees are and those things.
The upcoming job fairs are April 21st at the South Shore Cultural Center and April 26th at Humboldt Park.
I think that they would enjoy it if they're a people person and they have strong customer service skills and they enjoy public service. I think it will be a great job to be part of the CTA family. We have the starting salary is $17.46 an hour, and you have an opportunity to get increases. We have competitive benefits, and I think it's a great job for anyone that wants to start out in a career and have an opportunity to progress and throughout a company and spend their entire career here.
If you're interested in applying or you just want to find out more information, go to the CTA's website, transitchicago.com, and we'll see you on the road.
Still to come, a look at what's ahead for the Howard Station.
Why drive and face traffic jams, stiff parking fees, and skyrocketing gasoline bills? Plenty of people rely on the CTA. If you want to hop aboard, here's how to get all the information you need. Online, go to www.transitchicago.com. There you can access bus and train schedules, system maps and brochures, and service updates. You can even use the trip planner. Enter where you want to start, where you want to go, and what time you plan to travel. The trip planner suggests the best route to take. Another option, make the connection by phone. Call 836-7000 from any local area code.
The word connection, a link or a spark that brings people together. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections.
It was a long, cold winter in Chicago, but as warm weather returns, work to eliminate slow zones continues.
Slow zone indicates that the train has been slowed down over an area where we need to replace either the track, the signal, the power, or the structure.
In 2007, key portions of the Blue Line, Red Line, and Brown Line were reopened, allowing trains to resume normal speeds. This year, work to eliminate slow zones resumes on the Blue, Red, and Brown lines, as well as on the Purple and Green lines.
We're going to start working from Harlem out to O'Hare. And that's a big stretch of track, but we're going to try to have it done by the Taste of Chicago. It's also scheduled around the big holidays, the big ball games. We work very closely with the Illinois Department of Transportation as well as the City of Chicago to make sure that we're doing this work during times when there's the fewest riders on the system.
At the stations, they've done a lot of signage, new signage. We have a lot of information specialists out there that are helping folks learn about the new processes and learning about new places, the places where you're going to be finding the slow zones and you're actually going to be impacted.
CTA is using new technology to improve the tracks and signals.
When we set the new tracks in place, we're using new technologies. We're putting in better ties. So as you can imagine, as the older structure and the older ties are in there, that the structure settles just a little bit one way or the other. But as we renew it, we set it perfectly straight again. We set the elevations on the curves just right so that as you're going through, the trains will proceed safer and faster and ultimately more comfortable. We're also doing some signal work, and while that's a little less obvious to some of our customers, it's no less important. We're replacing many of those signal systems. The CTA has a number of them that are very old. We're replacing them on the blue line almost throughout the entire line. We're also replacing them in the loop, and finally we're doing some strategic replacement of important components of the signal system up in several of our yards, most notably the Howard Yard on the north side.
While all this construction means some inconveniences, CTA is confident that riders will appreciate the end result.
Once the slow zone work is finished, we can expect a lot faster commute times, which is fantastic. Put the rapid back in transit, as a lot of folks are talking about. So you give a little bit at the beginning, but hopefully you will get a much faster commute time in the end.
I think finally one of the big differences is it will just be more comfortable. The trains will move not only faster, but they'll move more steady along the tracks. I think our customers will not only see reduced travel times, but also they'll really feel it in a more comfortable, safe ride.
Remember to check the CTA's website to find out about slow zone construction in your area. Customers at the Howard Street Station will soon see improvements to their station completed, including newly accessible platforms.
The Howard Station was built between 1908 and the 1920s and was sorely in need of an upgrade.
They had repairs done in 1920, some upgrades since then, but nothing that removed and repaired the platforms and the track as we've done with the rehabilitation project now.
This terminal brings in more than one rail line, which is the red line, the yellow line, and the purple line. It is also a bus terminal which connects both our bus and rail customers.
The Howard Station had been plagued by an aging infrastructure. The platforms had deteriorated and the fare control area had not been renovated since the 1960s.
We're actually reconstructing the platform with new canopies, lighting, windbreaks, and benches. These amenities are used for improved customer comfort, safety, and general overall experience of using the transit system.
New elevators and escalators have been added to both the north and south end of the station, which would make it accessible to those with disabilities.
This station is designated a key station by the FTA and was designated to become ADA accessible by 2010. By our standards meeting that 2009 completion date, we will be meeting that requirement more than 1 year in advance.
In addition to making the station ADA accessible, the station is going through a complete transformation.
The entrance will be brand new. It will be a brand new 3-story building, and I think everyone should be real excited about it. It's a nice structure for the community.
At more than 19,000 square feet, the new south entrance is designed to more easily connect the station platforms and the bus terminal. There's also a multi-story parking garage on the west side of the station. The station will also be equipped with security cameras.
It'll be a welcome change for Howard Street. We were working under the previous building and platform, the poor lighting. All that will make it a lot easier for everyone to work in this area. Previously, it wasn't well lit. With the new construction, it'll be a brighter, lighter platform, and it'll provide better security for the riding public.
While work is still going on, we understand that we are making minor inconveniences to our customers. During that time, though, we will have personnel available on site to direct any questions that our customers may have while they're using our facility. We believe that the overall project will have a great benefit to our customers in the long run.
Construction will continue through 2009. That's when the station can really strut its stuff.
Up next, beauty, culture, and aesthetics. No, not a museum. It's a CTA station near you. Getting from here to there quickly, easily, and without breaking the bank. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections.
I think they're the same, the sound of the train and the roll of thunderclaps. This is what we call a Harrison haiku. It's part of the CTA's campaign to add beauty and culture to stations throughout the city, and riders are enjoying the artistic experience.
It brightens it up and it makes it a little nicer because there's a lot of traffic going through here with all the schools being around.
So many people go through this station on their daily commute. I think it just brings a little creativity into their life on a daily basis and gets our student work out there.
The Harrison Station is benefiting from a partnership with the CTA's Adopt a Station program, nearby Columbia College and Jones College Prep.
The process came through our English department. They came up with the concept of Harrison Haiku. Through our Community Arts Partnership Office, we got a grant to work with the Jones College Prep students. So our English students workshopped with the Jones students to create this poetry.
I actually just read the stuff over there. I like it. It's kind of a nice little message and gets you started in the morning. I like that.
Through our master planning process, we found out that about 45% of our students, staff, and faculty come through the station on a weekly basis. We wanted to beautify it and bring art into it for the Columbia community and the neighborhood at large.
It's definitely nice to be brighter, and the colors definitely help make the day go by easier.
The Harrison Station isn't the only one bringing culture to the community. At the Western Brown Line Station, there's a piece of the Berlin Wall on display. CTA hopes that seeing the wall will help riders realize the opportunities we have in this country and the role that public transit plays in ensuring those opportunities are available to everyone.
I think it's fantastic. You know, it's like all the historical things that they have from the past, from a long time ago, you know, makes it more alive. You know, as far as I'm concerned.
Artwork on the walls at the Jackson Blue Line Station helps brighten the platform. These pictures were provided by the Marwin Foundation as part of the Adopt a Station program.
I think it does look a lot nicer. It's nicer just to come down here and see something, you know, bright and not so dark. I know down the tracks a couple of stations are really, really dark right now, and I don't know, it's nicer just to be able to feel safe in here.
It's brighter, you know, it's a little bit more, you know, it helps people to see where they're going. The signs are more visible, and it's okay.
I know within the years there's been a lot of improvements so far as the coloring, the lightings, the availability of where you really want to go.
Gives you something to look at while you're waiting. And outside of the music from all the, you know, people in the stations, you get artwork, entertainment, everything. So, yeah, it definitely helps though. And it's bright and colorful.
So whether it's a piece of history or brand new artwork, the CTA is bringing culture and variety to the daily commute.
Traveling in and around Chicago on the CTA saves you time and money. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections.
We're always looking for story ideas. Do you have a travel secret you'd like to share? How about a hidden Chicago gem that's served by the CTA? We want to know about it, so give us a call at the Connections Hotline, 312-681-2812. Helping you make your connections, I'm Jean Sparrow. Thank you for watching.